Right, lots going on. So E6 is going to let us in next Thursday. So a week from today, we don't meet here, we meet at element 6. So they are a diamond manufacturer. It also says light box outside of E6. They are right down, it's already posted. They're right down Stark Street, so not too far. I'll probably actually walk it because it's not very far. So here we are at Mount Hood Community College, and here is element 6 right here. So they don't have a ton of parking, although they did add this area, which I think will be fine. He didn't say anything about parking, but if we could carpool, that'd be better. There is a security gate here. They will have our information. They'll know we're coming. So just pull up to it, tell them you're with the tour. They should let you in. You got to have long pants, no shorts. Not that really that time of year, but there are people that wear shorts year round. No photography until they say, now you can take a picture if you like. And no pacemakers. So if anyone has a pacemaker, you don't have to tell me right now, but email me and you can't get in if you have a pacemaker. So super cool tour the last time we did it, which was 3 years ago. So I'm guessing it's going to be super cool again. It starts at 2. So this class starts at 1:30. So that gives you enough time to get there. It's going to last an hour till 3. And then you'll be back here by 3:30 if you need to be. Okay. So I'll probably come here just in case somebody doesn't get the memo between now and then, and I'll direct them if they want to go. But you have to sign up if you're going, and that's in Blackboard. So just go in and say, I'm going, and give me your name. If you're not going, you'll get the alternative assignment. Remember, field trips, guest speakers, that's 50% of your grade. So this is a big thing. Really want you to go. If I can do anything to help you get there, let me know. This is 1 week from today. Yeah. Again, it's in the calendar. Everything's in the calendar. Well, not everything, but there's a lot in the calendar, right? So here's the E6 field trip. Notice there's no lab. And then we're back here the following week with the BPA engineers. So that got slid 1 week. They were gracious enough to say, oh yeah, we can come on the 16th. So this is the only day that element 6 could pull it off. So that's why things got shifted a little. Okay. We have guest speakers next Tuesday. So that means by the 6th, you're supposed to post up your 2 questions. Don't forget to do that. Right. So 2 engineering technologists, that's 2-year graduates that came out of my program. They'll tell us, I'm going to say it's been 10 years, but maybe it's not been a full 10 years. And they're with the city of Portland, and they work in the water department. At the city of Portland? You can ask them. They'll tell you all about it. They're really doing great down there, though. They love their jobs. They love their careers. So that'll be an interesting conversation. And these are electrical engineers and 2-year electrical engineering technologists, the BPA folks. Good? Questions? Any questions? So next Thursday, not here, just straight to E6, right? And you got to go into the submission area and you got to post up that you are going. I have to have an exact count. I think, yeah, I said by the 6th. So that gives me time to email them and say, hey, this is how many are coming. Okay. And again, if anyone needs any help getting there, just let me know. But it is walking distance. Probably a 30-minute walk, be my guess. But that's nothing, right? 30-minute walk, that's good for you. Watch it just be pouring rain. So maybe not. All right, good. No questions about that? Is John coming back? No, that was the questions you were supposed to post up. Before John Dryden comes, you're supposed to post these questions up. Before the BPA folks come, you're supposed to post questions, and before the 2-year folks. You can see that 4 people have posted already, right? Just don't forget, like there's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. And there are supposed to be questions that are kind of specific to the guest speaker, like civil engineering questions or electrical engineering questions or BPA. You know, you can ask about the city of Portland. That's fine because they work at the city of Portland, right? Or you could ask about BPA when the BPA folks come. All right, this was released 2 days ago, maybe, right? This is your challenge, right? And there's a video. I made a little video. I talked my way through this. Any questions for those of you that have seen it? I've been fielding a few questions. One question was something about attaching a string to the other table. You can't move from the delivery table to the other table. Like everything has to be done from the delivery side. So no one can go over there. Nothing can be set up over there. There's just going to be a wine bottle there if you're choosing to do a wine bottle, or there's going to be a target if you're choosing to target, one or the other. But then everything has to happen from your side. Ben.
Do you have the baseballs or do we have to get them?
Well, any baseball will work. We are using an A1010, the preferred baseball. But this is the baseball, but most baseballs are the same. And these are the weights, right? So notice these weights have the metals removed. You'll see other weights in the back room. If you want to grab one and have it with you to design with, that's fine. But you'll use these that don't have any metal hooks to them. And if you're choosing to do the wine bottle challenge, this is the wine bottle. It's just sitting here. And I will put sand in it, and that's going to weight it, just make it a little more stable. Right? Yep. Yeah, let me make sure it's there, but did anyone see it? No one saw it? I snuck it in. It was on Tuesday, and it's right here. Oh, that's the document. So maybe I forgot to put it up. You haven't seen it, huh? Yeah, I talked my way through it. So where did I put it? I don't think I put it there. No. All right. I'll put it back up. I have it. It's saved. And I'd basically just walk you through this document because there's a lot of like moving parts in this document, right? Like number 8, any structural member must be in 2 near equal piece lengths. So if you're going to come up with a structural member that's like 8 foot, that's got to be in 2 pieces, approximately 4 foot. I don't care that they're exactly the same, just approximately. And you're going to start the challenge with them apart, and then you'll have to put those 2 pieces together if you want them together. Okay, so that's just making you make it a little more portable and also designing up some kind of a connection to 2 structural pieces. You have a lot of things due for it. You've already done this one, the first one. That's done. Team formation paper, code of ethics, and first schedule, right? But now you have this problem definition and ideation that you have to create. And you have until the 7th to upload that. So that's the first part of that design loop. That's identifying the problem that you're trying to solve. And really, your problem statement should think about these 8 points, right? Those are kind of the constraints that you have to live within. So if your problem statement doesn't reflect some of that information, then problem statement's a little bit lacking. It's missing some pieces, right? So you want to try and collect, like, what is the full challenge here? What's the full problem? Get it into 1, 2, or 3 sentences. You don't want a whole paragraph. And then everyone agrees on it, right? That's what this document is. Then you should do some brainstorming, and then you should be selecting some possible solutions with some kind of method for that. Dartboard, however you guys choose to do it. Sounds fun, huh? Questions? That's your first deliverable here. Then you will do later on the 23rd, you'll do a structural analysis document, but I will give you a lecture on kind of that, on that piece, right? Because you haven't had statics or strength of materials or dynamics or anything else to actually do that kind of a structural analysis. So you're going to do a super simple one, but still you're going to do one and you have to write it up. And then we have prototype test also on the 23rd. So this is going to move quick. The prototype test does not have to be the whole system. It can be part of the system. Does have to function. Okay. So it can't be like, oh, this is what we're going to do. It's got to be some kind of a working prototype that is part of the system that you think you're going to use. Does it have to, do you have to use your prototype in the end? No, you don't, because the prototype could then be changed in the design loop to be something different, right? For example, the prototype could be like how you're going to attach it to the table. The prototype could be how are you going to hold onto this thing, that system, right? The prototype could be like how you're going to hold on to this and also let go of it. So it doesn't have to be the whole system. It can be part of the system. The prototype can. Good. So far, so good.
So you're trying to deliver it across an 8-feet table.
Yep. 8-foot ravine, crevasse, fall to your death if you go in it. It'll actually just be right back there.
And
But
yeah,
you can't shoot the ball on top of a, you're going to shoot the ball and it's going to stay on this target. I don't think that'll work, but yeah, you can shoot it. Sure. Does this sound hard or does it sound easy? Who thinks it's going to be,
pretty much.
who thinks this is so easy, like I could do this tomorrow? Come on. Nobody?
Pretty much we're making another catapult. No, or
If you think you can catapult a baseball and make it land on a target and stay there, good luck. You can do that if you'd like. I don't recommend it, but
and we're only allowed to have on one side of the table, not the other side.
what on the other side?
We only have to have one device on.
Yeah, you can't go to that other side. You have to deliver the baseball to it. Yeah, you can't set anything up on the other side. You can't do anything. You can't go over there. So yeah, you'll be 8 feet away from where you're trying to land this baseball and 4-ounce weight. Yep. And it's going to happen in here. So that's the other thing is that puts constraints on it right there. It's those two tables, the two low tables are the two tables we're going to use. Okay. And then I'll turn them and they'll be 8 feet apart back there in the back. And we can set that up anytime if you want to test or just look at the situation. But you know, we have a height issue. So we don't have just endless sky above us. But it's also not going to snow on us. So that's part of the motivation was keeping it inside. It was super cold last term when we did it outside. It was hard on students. I don't want to be hard on you. Questions? All right. You don't get you don't get a lot of labs just to work on this. So this lab, you do get this lab to work on it. That's what this lab's for. And there are a few more that I'll try not to hog up. But there are more things that you have to do with the project than is just on the document. Like you will have to develop a more refined schedule, for example. So you should take your first schedule. That could be somebody's job in the team is to maybe start dialing in that schedule a little better now that you know what's got to be done and when it's got to be done by. So I'm going to ask for a more completed schedule probably in a week or two. So that's something you could kind of start dialing in. Anyone needs any help with resources? Like if you need something, you don't have it, but you know it's like a household material or you want it, right? Or you want to get it approved, any of that, just talk to me. I can help you get resources if you are missing a resource. Okay. We do have a laser cutter. It can cut thin cardboard and thin wood. Right? Sometimes it can. Yeah. Sometimes it can. It had a hard time with cardboard the other day, but I'm getting some different cardboard. So it's very thin. And we also have a rapid prototyper that does work, a 3D printer. So those are available to you. I mean, that's a resource that all of you have. You would have to kind of know how to solid model something if you wanted to make it. But if you need some fine designed pieces and relatively small, we can get those made. So, and I'm happy to help because that's a good process. Yeah, so you get 7 pounds, I think, is the target. So I think that should be fairly reasonable. So yeah, we're aiming for 7 pounds, less than 7 pounds rewarded, over 7 pounds penalized. Who knows how much? And speed, and I didn't put time to it, but I want the deliveries to kind of happen within a certain amount of time. We're not going to like sit there for an hour trying to watch you deliver, right? So just keep it efficient, I would say. You get a couple minutes to set up and then you deliver. So that could be a couple minutes to attach your device to the table, get all your magic lined up, right? And then go. All right, this lab time is yours. Don't forget to sign up for E6. I'll be sending out some reminders, but for that field trip, you got to sign up. You got to put your name in that submission area. That means you get to go. If you don't go, you get the alternative assignment, and you don't want that, and I don't want to read that. So there we go. Yes. How do you raise them? Why do you want to raise them? We might have to move other tables for you, but I don't have the gun. There are hex head inside the little circles is a hex, and we just rattle them up and down. So I'll bring it and we can rattle them back up. Yeah. All right. Time is yours. But